Northwest College has impacted students over the generations. Diamonds in the Rough come here, and we've turned out a lot of gems. It supports our Diamond Jubilee celebration of 75 years, and it's worth celebrating and it's worth supporting.
The first thing that comes to my mind was the year 1946, which was a memorable year for me. I graduated from Powell High School in May. In August of that year, Dick and I were married. And in September of that year, we both enrolled in University of Wyoming, and then called Powell Center. World War II had just ended a year before. And the GI Bill had been signed and approved by President Franklin Roosevelt. And so a lot of the young men that had just left high school and gone right into service were back home and wanting to take advantage of college education. Then they needed a name because they definitely were going to have a basketball team. They didn't organize football, but they did have a number of young men who played basketball around the Bighorn Basin, so they did put a team together. Coach Conkey suggested the Beat Diggers, and the student council did not approve that. They didn't think that was what they wanted to be called.
Oh, my most vivid NWC memories. Well, I begin with my interview here. 56 years ago in March, I interviewed for the only job for which I have ever applied, and that was the job here at Northwest. My husband and I were married in July, and then in August we moved to this little town of Powell. And I came up to the college and I found that we had no president because the board then had released J.E. Christensen. And I found that the college was on academic probation from the accrediting agency. And then I found that they didn't have much money. We went through that fall semester of '66 without a president. And then we hired Sinclair Orendorff, and he came in the fall of '67. I taught speech, and I started the forensics program. And the campus was very small. We had the liberal arts building, we had the administration building, we had Coulter Hall, and the library. The library is now the Frisbee building, and the liberal arts is now the R.A. Nelson Performing Arts building. My office was in the liberal arts building, and Jeanette Smith was on one side of me, and Winifred Wasden was on the other side. Jeanette taught Spanish and was the division chair. Winifred, who was 6 feet tall and rather an imposing figure, taught English. And the two of them were delightful mentors for me.
I was involved as a trustee for 17 years, and then I was on the foundation actively for 30 years, so total of 47 years. That's quite a span of time. And college is, through those periods of time, has gone through some fantastic and dynamic processes and programs, and brought on some of the most interesting people I've met. And all of that led to the memories that I have. And some of the early recollections that I remember vividly was When we started out, it was just the school was funded by Park County School District Number 1. And we could see early on that we needed to expand the district so that we could get a bigger funding base. We wanted everybody in the county to know what we were doing, why we were doing it, and we were hoping that we could get some real buy-in early on from those folks. And I remember the likes of Bob Frisbee and Bud Webster and the Nielsen's, Jim and Glenn. We were extremely interested in growth. We wanted the college to expand to what its potential was. And in doing this, we knew that we had to have very good programs, but we also had to have the very best professors we could find. So as we were developing these fantastic programs, the students were beginning to see that, hey, I can go to Powell, Wyoming and go to school. I don't have to go off to wherever. And that was one of the important things was we tried everything we could do to keep the expenses as absolutely low as we could. I love to wake up in the morning and be able to drive through the campus here and see what's going on and see the dynamics of this place and what it's done. Number of students that we've helped, and the number of them have come back and become involved in the community and businesses and raise their family here.
We worked as a team, and we valued each other, and it was almost like a family, I think.
It takes very solid communities to get behind an institution like this. I don't talk to a single person anywhere that doesn't have a lot of good things and memories and so forth of Northwest College, and they feel the future is extremely bright, as I do.
I would hope that this celebration emphasizes the legacy of academic excellence, the excellence of our academic transfer programs, the excellence of our technical programs, so that we end this year with pride for what we have accomplished.
Now we can look forward to the next 75 years.